shoot me a slice of lasagna. I'd love to have some lasagna. Dana, you're back. I missed you, brother. I was wondering, did you get some kind of great job? Have you been hard at work doing fantastic things? The yard guys are just finishing up their work in the yard. You may be hearing some wheeling of bins and slamming of gates. But these are the things that happen. Jen, also, haven't seen you for a couple of days. I was just thinking, do I need to send you? Do you need to shout down your hidey hole to make sure you're okay? Yeah, good to see you. Darren, greetings. Lasagna is one of your favorites. Yeah, it's hard to not to like a lasagna unless you're lactose intolerant. I pity those fools. Carol, greetings. You had a foot of wet, heavy snow yesterday. Ugh, the wet, heavy snow, the worst. Dana, hard at work. What's it like? What's it like, man? Hard. What is it like? This is the closest thing I've gotten to work. I'm doing this show for Belinda's this charity that she's on the board of called Grid LA. I still got to put that in the chat. Don't tell her I haven't done that. Ouija, good to see you. I was thinking of you yesterday. My friend Jill was in. She lives up there in Homer, Alaska. I know it's a big state. You guys probably don't know each other, but good to have. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. So as I said, Lady Jerry promised to make an appearance as usual. She can't be bothered by the normal constraints of physics, meaning time and place. She is somewhere right now, I can assure you of that, because I just had interactions with her shortly before this, and hopefully she's going to be here soon. Your job is great if I like kittens. Well, I guess I do like kittens. I'm a little bit allergic to cat hair, which puts me out of the business of becoming a pet groomer and being able to cash in on selling that cat hair. Oh, here comes Lady Jerry. There she is. Lady Jerry.
I feel like I should come in slow motion.
Yeah, well,
like back it in.
I'm a little
slowly.
back it in.
Hello,
Where to
everybody.
begin? Good to see you.
You haven't got very good lighting on us.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, well, maybe.
Do you want a bit more? I can give it. I can
No,
make it a
maybe
little
it's
hotter.
fine.
You see what you think. It's a little nicer. Maybe a little.
I don't know. It's sort of hard to tell. It
is hard
colours.
to tell. People
Well,
are really.
you've got such a tan, and
People are watching for the content, not the
not the lighting,
the quality, not the
they
lighting
don't care
quality.
about production values.
We've known that. Let's open with a bit of snark. Okay.
Oh, would you like me to do some snarky? Yes. Oh, thanks, Todd. Yeah, Grumpy Wife is here. Yeah. Yeah, lovely. We don't need the snark book. We've got the Grumpy Wife.
Oh, yeah. Welcome aboard, Grumpy Wife.
Oh, I want to see. Can you make my phone... Look, this phone won't slide off. It's being a real dick.
Okay. So the man says, "What do you do for a living?" And the woman says, "I'm a female impersonator." That's how you get rid of people who are trying to hit on you.
I'm
not sure what exactly you've done wrong here.
Well, I'll show you what I've done
wrong. Do you want
wrong.
to turn it off again because I fixed
No,
I fixed your problem.
No, you didn't.
Abracadabra.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Oh, God.
Do you want to turn it off and turn it back on?
Fanula sent me a. Well, I want to see if I can turn it off. Fanula sent me a
Is
TikTok.
this the best time to do that? Do you think?
Oh, there we go. He has magic fingers, Lord Cherry. What a guy.
Well, yes.
What a guy.
When you've got a little bit deeper knowledge of the technology. I thought I'd bring this. This is a little surprise for today. We've gotten our first Christmas card, everyone.
Is it from what's
And
her name?
it's from-
It's for the lady who wrote our wills.
No.
What's
no,
her name?
it's
Shirley somebody.
Shirley Munch, I think.
Yes, Shirley Munch loves to send us a nice
This
Christmas
is our
card.
first Christmas card.
It
and
looks
it's
very
from,
nice, actually.
It
looks
is
like
quite
It's
nice.
a nicer one than
It's from
yeah.
Daniel at Enviro Plumbing. It's our plumber, everyone. And he's
Yeah.
wishing us, may your days be happy, your heart be light, your holidays merry, and your new year bright.
Wow,
What do you think
Daniel's
about
going
that?
all out.
He didn't bother to sign it. Some years he'll sign it by hand and have Pepe and the other
Yeah, I'm
Jose
gonna
and the other
say.
guys sign
Yeah,
it.
well, no, because they're all remote.
Maybe
now.
I'll call him up and ask him if he can come by and sign it for us.
Yeah, he is a Kiwi. I mean, you'd
He'll
think
like
he
that.
would,
Yeah.
do that for us.
He's quite a good plumber, Enviro Plumbing here in Santa Monica.
He is a lovely plumber. It's funny though when he got all excited about us putting the thing that was supposed to catch all the terrible plastic fibers coming off the the synthetic nylon fibers coming off the clothes. All we actually managed to get was sludge. Remember, and when we cleaned out our filter off the washing
Yeah.
machine, I think you get more off the dryer. because you know lint is a lot of crap.
Josh
Anyway.
has shown up to ask me a question from my old stand-up act. How many refrigerators do you have? I'm assuming that was a typo, Josh. I have. How do you say this in Spanish? I have. Tengo. Tres. Refrigerados.
Yeah, refrigerator. I don't even know what they're
Yeah.
called. Tengo tres.
Yeah.
Or if Ramon was here, he could tell us what the word is for refrigerators. Man,
Yeah,
we've
we
not
really
seen
miss
Ramon in
Ramon.
a long time. Aw. So here's the thing. May you have no slush and your toilets flush. Nicely done, Carol. Oh my God. Nicely done. Yeah. I did not think that Daniel's was very plumbing specific and
But
funny.
he's very open to rewrites for next year's greeting card.
Yeah. May you have no slush and he's he's a
Cindy's asking a question.
No, but
am I related to Scarlett? I'm not, and I have answered that before. Our names are spelled slightly differently. I've got two N's, S-E-N, and I think she's one N, S-O-N.
I thought she was a double S because your name just got misspelled.
Oh, yeah,
for
she
the
might be
event
double S.
next Tuesday.
Oh,
let's
God.
put that in the chat. Let's put
Well, we're not going to put it in this chat because I don't have time to type that in. But I'll put it in the group.
Right.
Don't have any energy to buy Christmas cards and stamps this year, Jen says. Just having
Waving at
at everyone, saying Merry Christmas, yada tidings and such. Yeah. Well, why don't we save a little money this year, Jen, and just give everybody the finger? Huh?
We could do that. He'll give you the finger and I'll wave. I could do a queen wave, and that could be our Merry Christmas card to all of you. Oh no, actually, we'll act out a little Christmas card for them. We'll have lines and
that'll be
everything.
good. We'll have lines and everything. I'm
we'll act it
depending
out
on you to write the script
we'll
for
be
a
like,
Christmas card.
Well, I'll tell you what I do, Jen, is I used to do them, mail them, and show you that I loved you with a handwritten Christmas card. And what I say now is F-bomb that shit, and I make a
F-bomb that shit.
I make a one on a terrible application that I have on my Mac. It's really a piece of shit, Turbo Collage. But I've been making Christmas cards and birthday cards on Turbo Collage for so long now. I got it down. And so I just, do a group of photos from the year, and then you just email them to everybody.
Oh, yeah, you've got a good method.
Am I going to do it this year, though? Because I've just made a photo book for a friend.
Is Lady Jerry going to do a Christmas card photo collage this year, Mr. Predicto?
That's a bloody good one. Turn it on. It's highly...
It is a strong possibility.
It's a strong possibility.
Oh, well, good.
Mr. Predicto thinks so.
Wow, the light went super weird. So someone just heard from Darren. Go back. I mean, from Ramon.
Yes, I was going to say that. He's still in a funk.
But
he's
I think
not
it's
feeling
down.
up to coming back. Yeah, no, I've already looked at it.
Oh, well, I want to... I heard from Ramon last week.
Didn't feel like coming back, Carol says.
He seems okay, but just not super great. I don't want to pry and ask more. I was happy he messaged me back. Okay, that is good. So Crumpus cards. Pinky finger. Oh, you think pinky finger rather than this finger, Brad? Is that what you were meaning? Or something else? I don't know. Yeah, it is
Last
easy.
time Dana was here, we had a different president. Well, we still have that president, Dana. Technically, that guy's got a little over a month left.
Not that we're really... I mean, unless you're on Twitter and really following him there, I think it's refrigerador. Gracias. I was going to say merci, Scott. I was going to do some French and some Spanish. Gracias.
Yeah, Jen is saying she's been in the worst funk. I get it, Jen. I was feeling funky right before the show. I'm glad that you're trying to regroup and that being here is your first step. It is a funky time right now. I had a lovely day yesterday, big bike ride and swim, and then I went in for a swim today, and then I just finished that book I was reading, Less, which I talked about on Monday, and really enjoyed it. But I just was, right before the show, I just went into a bit of a funk spiral.
Funk spiral.
Yeah.
Oh, people.
Funk Spiral.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember them from the 70s. Funk Spiral.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
The guy comes out dressed like a devil, and then I don't know what happens
Andrew,
after that.
perhaps you've told this story before, but offer us a tale about how Jake got you to fall for his charms.
Well, I think it was the opposite. I think you were the one who farted into the phone to me. I was
And you
in,
fell for my charms.
I was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, playing at a club called Penguins in the Basement, and it was a bit of a funny gig. I mean, I really enjoyed the show, and it was a fun spot, or the shows. But I called Lady Jerry, who wasn't Lady Jerry at the time. She was just Fatty.
She was at a party.
I think
with
you
her
might have been
friends.
Fatty, and you were.
No, that was not our nickname then. We had not gone into nicknames. We're not going back.
Straighten me right the F out.
Yeah.
And then
right
I called her up and I said, how you doing? And she said, guess what?
And Jake walked right into it and said, what? And I took the phone and I held it down to my botto and I did a little toot into it. Just the cutest little fart. Just
And then-
the cutest little, just a little mating signal. Hold it. From New Zealand. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was that. I had won his heart.
Well,
But-
you didn't just fart, then you laughed into it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you
well, you
laughed.
have to follow
You
your...
went, guess what? And I said, what? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Winner. That's
winner,
don't
chicken
keep-
dinner. Ladies, if you're trying to get a great guy, that's my technique. And you can say that you got it from me. Not a lot of other ladies do it. But the thing about it was then the first time I take a big group of friends to see Jake perform. In fact, I think it's the first time I see you perform live. And it's down, I'm pretty sure it's down at the one. No, I can't remember which one it was. But anyway,
You
it was a
don't know what
comedy
you're
club.
talking about.
And I've got all my girlfriends sitting at the table with me, and Jake tells the story of me farting into the phone. He had not asked me if he could tell that story. I just am sitting in the audience, and then he's telling the story on stage. And the only thing that I minded was that he forgot the guess what. So the setup wasn't very good. So I said to him afterwards, mate, look, if you're going to tell the story about me farting into the phone, you have to say it like I said, guess what? And you went, what? And then I went,
Jen says the funny part of the story is that you spoke into the phone afterwards, like farting into your hello.
well, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't go.
Get the fart machine going. You love it now.
Oh, but I don't have the magic
It's
fart
right
machine
there.
button. Oh, I
It's
do.
right
God,
there.
I've got a bit of an injury, and Jake's not making it easy for me by making me have to turn around. I've given my
God.
coccyx injury
I set
and another
the fart
injury.
machine up for you, and you
Yeah.
still don't like it. Go
So
ahead.
here's the thing. So I've told you before about I would be with Jake and we would be somewhere like DC, and there'd be all these sort of staffers, these young ladies wearing tight skirts and high heel shoes. And lots of Republicans and Democrats came to the show in DC. So we're at the DC Improv, which is one of the funnest places to see Jake. They love him there, and he does a whole week. And these girls would come up to me afterwards, because Jake was telling the fart story in his act then, and say, you didn't really did that, did you? And I'd just say, I'm from New Zealand. Of course I did.
Oh, there you go.
It was just like the first little one. It wasn't long. It was just a little. No, it wasn't that big. No, it wasn't that sloppy. No, it wasn't that old lady.
That's kind of it.
No, it wasn't. That's way big.
Michael's,
Oh, right, that's
Michael's
way
in
tight. That's
from
tight sphincter.
Michael's in from Switzerland.
Oh, hello, Switzerland.
And he says, "Did you say that you won a heart with a fart? You melted the stone with a tone?
Oh, my God.
Michael, Switzerland. That's
Yeah.
some Swiss poetry for you right there.
So
what?
Fanula, can I tell what the Fanula, the thing, the elf on the shelf and all the stuff she started doing
No,
last night?
you can't.
No, I'm not doing. It was funny, but it's not. Oh, you don't get it.
I do get it, but
No.
you can't be doing that, please.
All the things that she did, the jumping on the door, whore on a door, mug on a. She did a
No, I
glass
didn't
on
see
the
all
ass.
I didn't see all of those.
Oh,
But
she
you
did all-
can't tell the first one that she did to me. You can't do that one.
Well, you're wrong. But now the way you've said that, now I can't. Now I can't.
No,
you've
because
done
that's
that.
her private business.
I know, but you've made it that. Before it was just I was just telling a string of jokes that rhymed to go with our melted the stone with a tone.
I'm going to explain to you later why it was okay that I just did what I did.
Oh God, no! And I'm not going. And I'm not believing him now, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to believe him later. And this is not grumpy wife. This is just not taking myself too seriously.
All
Wife.
right.
Okay.
What's the worst job you ever had besides this one? Besides.
The fart machine just stops and starts. You push the button, but it really just does what it wants.
Yeah,
So
it's still there.
arbitrary.
I said you can't just hold it down. You have to kind of. Anyway, what's the worst job you ever had?
Well, I did. I had a crazy job once, guys. I worked in what we call the freezing works. You would call it an abattoir or a meat packing plant.
We would not call it an abattoir.
Okay, now, yeah, well, now you wouldn't. You'd call it a meat packing plant, and maybe back in the 40s they called it abattoirs. But anyway, so it
In
was
France, they called it that.
the abattoir. Yeah. All right. I worked in a freezing works, and it faced Mecca because once Britain joined the EU, we were out. So all our lovely produce that we used to send to them, and New Zealanders and Australians rationed themselves so the Brits could eat during the war, and we went to all their wars with them, and all of your wars with you. We went to Korea and Vietnam. This is a roundabout way to tell the story. Anyway, so
That's a funny one.
So we had to build, so we weren't sending all our meat to Britain anymore, we were sending it to Halal, so to the Middle East, and so all the freezing works had to face Mecca. And I got a job in the freezing works, and I had been working as a journalist for Radio New Zealand, and I was saving money to go overseas, and you can make a lot of money in, working in a horrible, it was a very intense job. I used to start work sometimes at 2 a.m. with the freezer boys, and you'd have these frozen carcasses of lambs and sheep, and you'd be throwing them down to the freezer boys to, they were on a hook on a rail.
All the freezer boys.
And they were all big, burly guys, and then there was me, and I remember my little finger got caught in between two frozen carcasses one day. They just, boom. I had a bruise on this knuckle, I think for about 5 years after that. Anyway, the freezing works was absolutely disgusting. I worked on the marshalling floor, which was where all the bodies, thank God they'd already been killed, all the guts and everything were out of them. And they came down onto the freezing floor. No, the marshalling floor. The marshalling floor was where I worked, and we had to... the details might be too much for them, right? It's pretty disgusting, so what we did. Anyway, we had to put stamps down each side of their carcasses to say that they had been approved, and then we had to put them in a bag. And yes, I was a vegetarian at the time. Oh my God, I could not eat. I could barely eat.
Should I step out, Jerry? Do you think I should step out?
Well, you could take. I haven't been here for.
Josh is having a laugh in here. He goes. She just talks right over you. Ha ha ha! This is the best. And then down here, because I'm just staring into the camera down here, goes Josh. I'm just watching you. Ha ha ha. Yeah. All right.
So I used to take these things. I would.
Yeah, don't.
Well,
You go, girl.
Well, if you want to, okay, girl.
No,
if you
I
want to
do.
hear the end of the story.
Yeah.
There was one job that when they said to me, it was after lunch on my first day, and you wore all white, which is a pretty stupid, you've got white gumboots on, Wellingtons, rubber boots, a white hat, you've got a hairnet on if you've got long hair, white everything, a big white apron. But,
Do you know why? So you can tell if you're clean or not.
Yeah, I love the way you was explaining that to me. Like, yeah, no, I know, darling.
Well, I just wanted to be able to talk a little bit. Oh, so quite patronizing.
Yeah.
Yes, now you finally
darling.
started talking. I already knew what you were going to say.
No, that's someone on there goes, ha, who is it? It's not Todd, it's someone else. I saw the Freezer Boys open for Funk Spiral. Nice,
Yeah,
Todd.
that's a great show. Freezer Boys opening for Funk Spiral.
Yeah.
That was
So-
before the Freezer Boys' big hit.
So one of the first jobs that you had to do was their legs were chopped off, their front legs to there, and their head. So they had this sticky out neck, and their forearms were down here. And the first job was a stringer, and you had this belt around your waist, and it had this whole big ball of plastic loops that long. And you had to pull one off at a time, and you had to loop the neck to the legs. And it was disgusting. They were warm and slimy, and there was still blood coming off them. It's pretty disgusting, the story. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I saw the stringing thing, and I was like, well, I'm never going to do that. And of course, my first day at lunch, I have lunch, and I can't even eat. And then they say, there's no one doing the stringing. And so my boss yells at me, quickly, get a belt on and do the stringing. And I was about to say, oh, no, I can't do that job. Sorry. I can't do that. Anyway, and I wasn't very good at it. And of course, if you get behind, then all these carcasses are going past you super fast, and they're all, nothing's ready for the next person. Because you're on a, it's not a chain gang, but you're on a line, you're on a production line. Anyway, I made a lot of money, and I
Okay.
made some friends, but I really hated that job.
Flavia's tapping out on the no more abattoir stories for today, if you don't mind. And Julie wants to know if there's a joke that goes with the Freezer Boys Funk Spiral. You have to be here for the beginning of the show, Julie. There's a lot of gold that's being just frittered away into the atmosphere here. Oh God, Brad's here stepping in with a lighting the fart story about the ROTC. I think we're gonna have to skip the farts for a minute.
Josh is doing your joke. You've got 100 refrigerators and all the doors are open.
He's not stealing it. He's reminding me of it.
No, I know. I said he's doing
already,
your joke because
yeah.
I remember it. It's when the electric people. Oh God! All right. I won't talk. I'll just do some farts and then I'll.
I remember it too, Ferry. I remember it too. I did it on stage hundreds of times.
Oh God!
I know.
All right.
It's a tough one today. It's a real tough one.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me a question from the question box?
No. Why don't you just ask yourself a question? Because I'll stop talking and then.
What's your favorite reality TV show?
I don't like reality TV.
Really?
Well, it's not reality. It's written.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Great British Bake Off, but I've watched that a couple of times. I'm sorry, I was bored.
Lady Jerry bored by British Bake Off. There's your headline. What are we going to be watching on television tonight?
I'm not talking.
You're not talking now?
No.
Well, see, I talk, you talk. I talk, you talk. That's how I was. That's what I was.
No, that's not how I like to do it. I like to.
How do you like to do
I
it?
talk, you talk. I talk a lot. You talk a little bit. I talk a lot.
Okay.
I was giving you. All right.
All right.
How's the marriage?
How's the marriage?
Rich. That's a bit naughty.
How is the marriage right now,
God.
Jerry? Let me take your temperature.
Yeah. I like you, but I'm not liking the marriage right now.
Oh, it's 98.2. It keeps. Okay, let's recalibrate.
Okay,
Here we
let's.
go. 97.8. Now let's see what I am. Okay, 97.8.
He hates reality TV as much as he hates Mr. Predictor.
Ed
would like to see a Flowbee demonstration.
I know. He just made that same suggestion yesterday after we've got this new information about George Clooney. Maybe I can bring the Flowbee in tomorrow for a little demo, or maybe Thursday. Thursday's a good day for a Flowbee demo. I'll bring it in. You can see it. It's a bit noisy, so we can't do a full haircut, but I can bring you in and show you the basic principle. But you can go online and watch some person you don't know use a Flowbee, but maybe
It'd be really
it's
nice
exciting.
if you and George made a little demo for the Flowbee.
George who?
Clooney.
Oh, yeah, God.
Yeah.
What kind of a moron am I?
Yeah, excuse me.
I just
Hello.
mentioned George
Yeah.
Clooney. You go, you and George should make a demo. I'm like, George who?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now we're having a bit of a Darren with me. Generally likes
Yeah.
Great British Bake Off. You know, I know lots of people who love it, Jen. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. Michael's
It's not my
ready for
bag.
you to do the guess what with the fart machine.
Oh, yeah, but the problem is, guess what?
What?
No, it was really
Yeah.
a cute one.
Yours
you know,
was-
I did a short,
A lot of
sweet-
pressure, a little bit of gas.
Yeah, and just the cutest little. I mean, it was such a come hither fart. I mean, it really, if there ever was a, and I didn't know. You never know exactly
Well,
what they're going
let's
to be.
face it, and both of our butts were about 19 years younger than.
Oh my God, Jerry.
I know, Jerry.
Oh, is this just? Yeah.
Sometimes a guy. Your face. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, our young butts.
To me, age is just a number. Jake is taking it far too seriously. I think.
Oh, Betsy, pick is suggesting Flowbee Friday. Maybe that's it. But we'll see. We'll see. Jen cried during the Great British Bake Off finale.
Yeah, I have heard that people. You're not a come hither fart. Yes, Keys, it was. Oh, the Kardashians. That show, I just think, has so much to answer for.
Well,
that
I think-
really. Yeah. No, I did not practice at first. You never practiced first. You
Your-
just was completely come hither fart and other things.
Your sister's kids love the Kardashians, and I think, and then in this case too, it's Austrian exchange student.
Australian.
Aus-
Austrian. You're right.
I think people who are not American like the Kardashians because it seems like a ridiculous cartoon. But people like us who live in Los Angeles hate the Kardashians because it's like there's a real danger that your child can wind up a vapid, superficial, lady who's getting bottom enhancements. And on the bright side, then marries Kanye West. So there is a happy ending sometimes.
And did Kim and Kanye make a sex tape, or that was the other daughters that the terrible mother got them to make the sex tape because that would make them famous?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
mean, can you
sure.
imagine that
I'm
you've
not
got a
sure.
mother coaching you about when to make your sex tape with, which boyfriend to make it with, when to release it, you know,
Well-
how explicit to be. When are we making our Make a Baby
Our sex tape?
That's what we call it, Make a Baby tape. Yeah.
I just don't. I can't. I mean, I'm sure.
Oh,
that
the
there's people,
look he just gave me!
Well, I'm sure that there's people who want to watch you make a sex tape, but I'd be a bit. I think I'm a little shy. I think my making a sex tape days are over.
I don't think that your making a sex tape days ever began, darling. I mean, is there
Oh,
ever a time
darling.
in your life?
Oh, darling.
No.
If you could talk me into making a sex tape, if you really tried, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, it would just be for us. I mean, we wouldn't even share it with you guys.
When-
Sorry, and
when-
I know
when-
no one's begging
When do you
for it.
suppose us would watch it? I mean,
President Kardashian.
Hey, let's,
Yes, that would
let's
be pretty
bust
terrible.
out the sex tape tonight, Lady Jerry. Do you want to have sex? No, let's just watch the sex tape.
Yeah, over and over again. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I just the hubris of it. But the Kardashians, and then it is the people who it appeals to. But
Oh, Andrew's got a good question. Lady Jerry, who was your celebrity crush when you were a teenager? Do tell. Celebrity crush. This isn't Digby Livingston.
oh, Digby was a celebrity. Digby Livingston, Playboy celebrity of Central Hawke's Bay. My celebrity crush when I was a teenager. Well, it wasn't David Cassidy. It wasn't any of those sort of, ordinary ones. And
Well,
then
we
if I-
could
and
do
then-
this. We
and-
could
and
do
then
this
when
by
I was
who
a
it
teen-
wasn't, but
Yeah. I mean, I really liked Brian Ferry, but that would have been more when I was 18. I just thought he was just so unbelievably sexy.
Brian Ferry.
Oh yeah, I just loved him. I loved Roxy Music. I thought they were pretty cool.
We went to see Brian Ferry, didn't we?
We did, yes, and it was. I remember you turned around to me at one point and said, "You really have to have a vagina to enjoy this music." And I was like, "Oh, you."
Oh, I don't think I said that.
You did, and I
I
was so
often-
mad. I was like, of all the people to bring, I bring Lord Jerry, and he doesn't love Brian Ferry. It was completely. I love David Bowie. That's
caught
why.
up in his British
Oh,
scarf-wearing, distinguished, ladies still want to do me kind of self-tooting horn.
Hey!
Yeah, no, I get it.
Could you stop it?
Maybe I'm jealous. Maybe I'm jealous. Maybe I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Are you happy
Maybe
now?
you are.
Are you happy now?
Brian Ferry did such a creepy thing, though. He was married to Lily Ferry for years and years and years, and started dating her when she was still in high school. Because I met someone who said she used to see Lily leaving school in a little, tartan school dress and getting into Brian Ferry's whatever he was driving, Aston Martin or, Jag. And then one of his sons brought home this very beautiful brunette, and that's who Brian Ferry is now married to.
One of his son's
Bought her,
girlfriends.
yeah. And then at the wedding, where all the sons are, they're all in tuxedos. You can tell which son is the Brian's
He's got a
bride's
little
ex.
kind of a stink-eyed.
Yeah, it's like
disappointment.
Dad, you fuckwad. I'll try and think of who, because I really will have to. Oh, thank you, Carol, that you knew a lot of guys who liked Roxy music.
I didn't
yeah.
mind Roxy music, but this particular concert wasn't a lot of Roxy music songs. He was playing some other. Anyway.
He's an ingrate, and I'm not taking him ever to see Brian Ferry with me again. I'll take someone else. I'll take one of my
Yeah,
girlfriends.
Leaf Barrett. Julie's saying Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow is great, but Julie,
Yeah, Julie's not playing for your team.
yeah, knock knock. He's
Hmm.
not. It's not Barry Manilow. Knock knock. It's not Barry Manilow.
Leaf Garrett. I'm trying to think. I mean, the thing is, when I was really into David Bowie, was no, he would have been married then. He wouldn't have been in his major sort of bisexual kind of. But yeah, when you're a teenager, you're like, yeah, whatever.
There's someone who's asking about my teenage crush. I don't have to think
Tony
about it.
Osmond, hell no, those teeth were terrifying. If you're a Kiwi, those big white clacky American fake ceramic whatever capped teeth, those are absolutely no thank you.
I bet I did have. I bet Cher was a teenage crush of mine because I loved the Sonny and Cher show because it was funny, and Cher was tall and attractive and funny. She was funny on the show. So I'm going to go with Cher as my teenage crush. And now, of course, we all know I have a shot at Cher. All right. Maya Angelou is today's Seize the Day. Are you ready? Or do you
I
have
am.
All right.
Apparently, Bill Murray. Oh, where is it? I just saw it.
Julie says, "What is not Barry Manilow?" Barry Manilow.
Roxy
It's not
Music,
Barry. It's not Barry
Avalon.
Manilow at your door, Jill. Barry Manilow is a gay man. He's not. He's just not that into you.
And recently out of the closet.
Yeah, he's just not that into you. All right.
There was this hottie on
Ooh,
Stargate.
SG-1. That's you.
Oh, my
That's you.
God.
You were somebody's teenage
That was
crush.
a pretty wild costume that I wore on Stargate, wasn't it? They did something weird with my eyes with the makeup to, make me look like an alien or something. But my God, that outfit, that was sort of like an alien bondage suit. The really hilarious one is that I did an episode of that show with Kevin Sorbo, Hercules. I think it's called Regrets. I've had a few, and I played this goddess called Callista. Sounds like a venereal disease, and I don't walk. I just float. And they filmed it in New Zealand, and so they've got you on you guys call it a teeter-totter, I'd call it a seesaw. And because it's New Zealand and there's no liability, they are not very careful of the talent on the seesaw. And I said to them, guys, hold on to your end a little bit better. If we were in America and you drop me off this thing. And of course you can't play the If We Were in America card because I'm a Kiwi and then I'm back doing a show and talking in an American accent in New Zealand. And it's the middle of winter and the costume that I had to wear, oh my God.
Brad's got a question. Kiwis don't like big teeth. How did Jacinda Ardern get elected?
Yeah, but those real, mate, she didn't have them capped.
She's got some big teeth, though,
She's got
doesn't
some
she?
big clackers, you're right. She
All right.
really does. Yep,
Today's Seize
she
the
does.
Day
Yeah, but
is
they're
from-
all hers. Hello,
They're all
it's from
hers.
Maya
They're
Angelou.
all hers. She hasn't had
Yeah.
teeth implants.
She's had no implants and split ends. I love split ends. It's from Peck. They're a New Zealand band.
Yeah.
I know I'm being an a-hole. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you're great.
Yeah, no, I am. I am.
You're my a-hole. All right.
Yeah. Well, somebody liked it when I just was talking. Yeah, what are they doing?
I
They're looking
missed
at you.
you.
Yeah,
I
no,
missed
you
you.
didn't.
Will you be here tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
All right.
I'm going to talk. Yeah, my agent will call my agent. They'll let you
Yeah,
know.
I'll get in touch with
I'm
the people.
coming. Yeah.
Today's Seize the Day is from Maya Angelou.
Yep.
My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style.
God, lofty.
Well, not just survive. She wants to thrive and do so with passion, compassion, some humor, and some style. Some passion.
Well put.
All right.
I'm a fan of Maya Angelou. I admit it.
Who isn't? You gotta be. All right. Jan Michael Vincent did not age well. Well, you give people a long enough time, Carol, and they're gonna not age well. You live long enough, and you're gonna turn into an ugly old person. It's inevitable.
Oh,
What do you got?
Carol is quoting Split Ends lyrics. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened. I love Split Ends. And did I tell you the story, Carol, about when I went to my first concert was a Split Ends concert? Did I tell you about that?
Well,
I know I have
do
to
you
tell
think
you
maybe
tomorrow.
we could save it till tomorrow? It's not easy. Oh, once Lady Jerry gets talking,
Oh, no, I
You
can
better
definitely save it till tomorrow.
cancel your dinner reservation.
No,
All right.
that's it.
Don't give up, everyone.
And I'm going to I'm going to really think hard about who it was when I was a teenager. Who was I? Who did I have a crush on when I was a little girl?
Yeah, you think about that and but do it quietly.
Oh yeah. Don't say it out loud now.
Yeah, please, because I'm just trying to end the show. All right.
Fuck that shit. All right. I'm
All right.
I'm done.
As I was saying,
Got to get my.
don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. Lady Jerry's going to have a story about her teenage crush, and maybe we're going to have a Flowbee demonstration. Who knows what else will happen tomorrow? So
No, it's the next day we have the Flowbee Friday.
Oh yes.
Tomorrow's only Thursday.
So
it's only
you
first
have
Friday.
So you have been listening to me.
I've been paying attention to what people say.
All right.
You think I'm just doing a one-woman show all by myself over here in Lady Jerry zone?
Love to love you, baby.
Yeah, right back